and welcome to the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of boys high school basketball. The Cardinals host the Centennial Cougars, looking for their first three-game streak of the season. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie, these teams met just 3 weeks ago. Cardinals coming out with a 14-point victory.
Yeah, they really controlled most of that game, although they kind of fell apart a little bit in the second half, and that's something obviously they're looking to avoid here tonight. Centennial comes in only 2 wins on the season. They're struggling, so this is an opportunity again for the Cardinals to get another home win if they play well and if they hit their free throws.
Yeah, the Centennial Cougars, both of their wins against Anoka, who is winless on the season. But as you mentioned, second half was a different story.
Yep.
The Cougars able to kind of keep pace with the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are going to be down a player, missing Matthew Ellingson, who tweaked his knee in practice.
Yeah, and that's going to hurt him because you saw in that game on Tuesday night, he was hot, especially in that first half from beyond the arc, and they're going to try and replace him in some of that points. Peyton Himley's going to get the start here this evening. So he's got a nice shot from beyond the arc, so he's going to try and capture some of those points that Matthew had on Tuesday night.
Well, Coon Rapids has 5 guys averaging in double digits. Centennial only a couple, both of their leaders averaging 10.3 per game.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about Mason Lindsay tonight. Mason Lindsay was the leading scorer from a year ago. He was hurt in the beginning of the year, just came back. In fact, this is only his 3rd game back, but he is definitely one of their scoring leaders, and they're going to rely on him tonight. One of the big keys for them is that we have to hit threes if we're going to compete with Coon Rapids this evening.
Well, the Cardinals, obviously, all season long, they live by defense. They defend incredibly aggressively, and they like an up-tempo game. Leading the point is senior Armonte Henry.
Armonte, as everybody calls him, is really having a nice year. A little over 12 points, 4 rebounds a game, and he really is one of those leaders. Coach O said, I really have 2 point guards on the court at all times with Jordan Dobe, but you see his athleticism and his ability to get to the basket and drive the lane, and he's got that opportunity because he's got a nice shot from beyond the arc. He can hit that 3 as well.
Yeah, I think he finished with like 14 points in the contest on Tuesday, the win over Elk River. Just 2 points in the first half, but really came at it better in the second half. But he's one that he missed some free throws down the stretch, and I guarantee he was breathing a heavy sigh of relief. And he will try and make sure that if he's in that position again here tonight, that he comes through. Because normally an 80% free throw shooter.
He's the leading free throw shooter on this team. So again, that's not a typical situation for him. But coming in tonight, he's going to just put that behind him, and he's going to be solid from the line.
Well, the Cardinals trying to make it 3 straight. They'll tip off against the Cougars when we come back. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school basketball.
In order for us to continue participating in athletics and activities,
we need to work together.
Wash your hands often, especially when you're in public areas.
If you're sick, stay home.
Stay at least 6 feet away from other people and do not hang out in groups.
Cover your nose and mouth with a mask or use a cloth face covering.
Help keep us in the game.
Please practice health and safety protocols so we can keep doing what we love.
mask up, Rebels.
Tornadoes.
Cardinals. Bengals.
Huskies.
Mask up, Anoka Henderson.
Armonte Henry and the Cardinals ready to get to work against the Centennial Cougars. It's always nice to come into a game on the home court knowing that it's a team you beat just a couple weeks ago. Gives you a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it really does. And they came off a loss where it shouldn't have been as close as it was against Elk River the other night. So they know they come in there, clean up a few things.
A win?
I mean, coming off a win, against Elk River, and it's an opportunity for them to kind of expand on that and clean up some of those things that they didn't like in that win.
Jordan Doe will drive left side of the lane and score off the glass.
Well, one thing they can't get sloppy. They got sloppy in that second half against Centennial last game, and that's one thing that they need to avoid.
Strom back to Newdahl up top. He steps inside. In some traffic, looking for help, throws it away. It's tipped, deflected. Armonte Henry way down court in front of everybody, will get the foul, and the basket will count. He'll go to the line for a three-point play.
Yeah, he had to adjust a little bit at the end there and allowed the defense to catch up with him. But it just, again, good body control. Did a nice job of really getting that. You see he's going to adjust a little bit, and he had to kind of duck for the defense, and that's where the contact was made, and he was able to get the bucket.
Not able to hit the free throw. Zach Frank with the rebound. Into the front court, and again, not a clean pass. The Cardinals hop on it. To the other end, a little floater, and MJ Gallimore is on the board. A very early timeout for Centennial after a couple of turnovers and down 6-0.
Coach Fraser, who used to be on Coach Agoric's staff, the head coach of Centennial, calls a quick timeout as you see it there. MJ doing a nice job with body control, able to get the bucket and increase that lead to 6-0. There you see head coach Dave Fraser.
Three different guys scoring for the Cardinals in the opening minute and getting that lead at 6-0.
Yeah, he was on the Cardinal staff in 2013 and 2014.
Maybe 3 seasons, according to Schumann.
Yeah, he wasn't sure.
Wasn't sure. It was either 2 or 3.
Well, I usually take whatever Schumann tells me as gospel, so.
8th season as the skipper for the Cardinal club for Coach Mike Gorick. Coach O.
Coach O.
Nate Strom back across for Reese Newdahl. Will get it ahead into the front court. Back to Strom. Wants to get it back to Newdahl. Gets around Elijah Smith in some traffic and throws it away. Another turnover. And the Cougars obviously troubled by the pressure defense from that Cardinal 1-3-1. And as soon as they come over mid-court in the middle, that feeds right into that defense. The defense collapses, and it's causing all kinds of trouble. Henry kicks it back out. MJ for 3. That won't fall. The rebound controlled by Newdahl. Will hand it back for Strom. He gets it back to Newdahl into the front court. And a steal by Elijah Smith. Smith pickpocketed. And Newdahl gives it back to Strom. Up court for Zach Frank. And they turn it back over. Armonte Henry. Into the corner for MJ Gallimore, and the round Jordan Doe will take a 3 and he'll hit it.
In pregame warm-ups, I was watching Jordan shoot from that spot, and he was hitting him quite often, and so he's feeling it from outside tonight.
And there's going to be another turnover. 4 or 5 turnovers right away.
Well, talking to Coach Fraser, the first 2 keys for the night for them: manage the 1-3-1 and limit turnovers. So far, not able to do so here early on.
I would say that's an understatement. Early on, Armonte Henry on the left side to Himley up top. Into Elijah Smith, knocked away out of bounds. Cardinals will keep it.
You know, and Himley's had a nice year too, coming off the bench to the 6th man, getting the opportunity to start here tonight with Ellingson being out of the lineup.
Inbound goes to Gallimore, drives the baseline, reverse won't go. Frank has the rebound. And now up court comes Lindsay. To Frank, into the corner. 3-pointer off the mark for Newdahl. The rebound by Smith, he's fouled. Second foul early on against Centennial.
You know, one thing Coach O was talking about is that tonight, looking for a little more production from the bench. I mean, he's short one player, but he would like to see some production coming off the bench. He said this team is so well conditioned, the starting 5 could play for an entire game.
Henry able to avoid the steal attempt from Strom. Inside to Henry. Smith down low, the bucket and the foul. He'll go to the line for a 3-point play. This time it's going to go against Zach Frank.
That's already 4 team fouls on Centennial here. So you're going to see it again. Just, the athleticism of this Coon Rapids team is really taking control so far early on here tonight. I mean, you can see that, the mismatch in athleticism between these two squads.
Smith with a pretty rainbow arc to drop the three-point play. It's a 12-0 lead. Just 3 minutes into the contest. And the Cougars have more turnovers than shot attempts. Jordan Doe called for the foul as he bumped Luke Clark along the baseline.
Yeah, for the Cougars, they just have to be able to get some sort of offense going. They're going to turn it over again.
Galima jumps on it and lays it home. And another timeout. It's two very early timeouts for the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, really early, and obviously some things that that Coach Frazier's seeing that he doesn't like from his squad, and he's got to make sure that he kind of calms them down.
Well, tonight was supposed to be a special night, but where they give some special recognition here at the field house, but because of COVID, not able to do that. We still want to give out that recognition, and Coach O is here to explain it.
Hey, this is Coach O, and I just wanted to take a moment to give a shout out to 8 special young men in our program who during the summer of 2020, the summer of COVID, were able to focus on a goal, execute it throughout the summer, and make their 10,000 shots. Shooting is essential for any offense. So props to these 8 young men: Evan, Brady, Ezra, Connor with a K, Connor with a C, Tyler, Jackson, and Joey. Keep on keeping on. Someday you guys are going to be playing for us, and I'll tell you what, the better we could shoot, the more success we're going to have. Cardinal tough.
10,000 shots.
That's amazing.
That's putting in the work, and it almost always pays dividends. Cougars will get their first basket. Tommy Palmstein, a short baseline jumper.
Yeah, and they certainly needed that. Oh, great block there by Lindsay.
Monty Henry gets in, nearly gets the steal, tried to tiptoe on the sidelines, but unable to do so, and Cougars will maintain possession.
See, and that's what Mason Lindsay brings to this team. He's certainly offensively productive, but that great defensive play on the block.
Lindsay on the left side, underneath, and the basket for Palmstein again.
And again, a feed from Lindsay.
Pass deflected before it got to Smith, and the Cougars want to run. That one goes off a Cardinal out of bounds.
You're up. Base going in.
Now for the Cardinals too, they want to limit their turnovers here, obviously tonight. And the biggest key for them is they need to just take care of business this evening. They've got to play their game, and you've seen them jump out to an early lead, and they just want to be able to hold that.
Strom went for the baseline, ran into traffic, now needs some help. Tried to force it through. Taken away by the Cardinals. He's slow to get up. Back on that baseline. Good effort. It went through Elijah Smith, but recovered by Henry. Henry down low. Peyton Himley can't get it to fall. The rebound by Palmstein.
Yeah, good spot for Himley there. Unfortunately, could not get it to drop. I mean, that's usually an easy bucket, I'm sure, for him.
Newdahl back to Strom. Left side for Palmstein. Back up top. Strom to Newdahl.
Well, he's gone down last couple times down court.
Gets it back, steps inside. 15-footer is off the mark, but he gets the foul, and we'll go to line to shoot 2. Peyton Himley going to be called for the infraction.
The thing for Centennial trailing by 10, they have to take advantage of Cardinal turnovers by scoring points. We'll see if they can do so here at the free throw line.
Strom able to hit the first. And And he hits them both. 6 straight points for the Cougars to make this one a little tighter. MJ Galima on the left side to the baseline, kicks it back out for Elijah Smith. Up top, Armonte Henry. Henry will take the 3. That won't fall. Long rebound controlled by Luke Clark.
Yeah,
Clark.
take advantage of our opportunities.
Palmstein turns, shot won't fall. The rebound by Henry. Henry races the other way. Kick it back. Jordan Doe steps into a 3-point attempt. That won't fall. Good rebound by Elijah Smith, but then lost the handle. And then Mason Lindsay is fouled. And so a couple of quick fouls for the Cardinals now. And a couple of empty possessions as well.
So it's 2 fouls on him. Did you mention that? I wasn't. Okay, 2 fouls. So,
You weren't listening?
well, no, I was.
There's a foul against Elijah Smith.
So two early ones, 3 team fouls, but 2 early ones against Himley. And so that'll test, obviously, the bench if he picks up his 3rd. Got the Lizards in the game now, and those long arms.
Palmstein in the corner for Centennial. Double team comes. Newdog gets it back to Palmstein up top. They work it to the right side. Inside was Clark. Back out to Strom. Back. And now Lindsay for 3 from the corner. That won't fall. And it's going to be a foul against Palmstein going over the back on Armonte Henry.
No, good position by Monty underneath, and he's able to pick up that foul. That's going to be the 4th team foul. First on Palmstein, sorry.
Inside, Beck drops it home. And the Lizard is on the board.
Yeah, the Lizard has scored, but able to use his size, and I think that's something that's going to be important too as well. Because they're missing Ellingson.
Pass to Lindsay, slips away out of bounds. A turnover back to the Cardinals.
Yeah, nice look underneath.
Yeah, when you're
that big,
when you got a guy that size down low, you might want to have a body on it.
Yeah, we watched a pretty good big man on Tuesday night.
Melcher's pretty good.
Yeah, he's really good.
Another look, and he's blocked by Lindsay. Great defensive effort and a great second effort to keep the ball in bounds and get it to a teammate. So Mason Lindsay making his presence felt in the defensive end for sure already. Couple of big stuffs. Here's an opportunity for him for 3. In and out. The rebound can't be controlled, but it squirts to Jordan Doe, and he'll lead the Cardinals on the run. Drives, draws the foul. Will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, again, the athleticism of Jordan Doe makes something happen. Didn't get the shot, but able to get 2 from the stripe if he can. That's Lagoon's 2nd, team 5th, and he's just a freshman.
Doe able to hit the first. And he hits them both. He's got 7. The Cardinals lead 18-6. Mason Lindsay has to get across midcourt before time expires into the corner for Bushnell. Back up top. And now 3-pointer from the left side for Strom won't fall. The rebound by Clark. Lindsay able to get control of the loose ball underneath and put it back home. Burgoon for 3. That's short. Rebound tipped to himself by Armonte Henry. Takes it into the midst of all of them. And
well, he said he's going to travel. I don't know about that
either.
I thought that was a pretty good athletic
Well,
move.
I've been calling Burgoon Strom because that's the name that's on the.
And you're right. And when I talked to Coach Fraser, he's the one that told me that. Even though that he's on the listed on the B squad, I believe, as number 11, but brought him up to the varsity. He started the last 8 games.
It's a correction on the lineup on the roster. I might have needed before.
My bad. You can blame
Armonte
me.
Henry underneath scores for the Cardinals.
But you used to, back in the old days, you say, "Oh, do you have a lineup? Can I take a look at it?"
I probably would have only looked at the number and still circled it as Strom. And when you said he was a freshman, I was looking and like, there's no freshman on here.
Yeah, no.
Bushnell's miss. MJ Galama scores at the other end, and another timeout for the Cougars, now trailing 22-8.
Yeah, Cougars got it down to 10, but Cardinals doing a nice job of just pushing it back and again using their athleticism to increase this lead.
Well, they got it down to 8 even.
Oh, was it 8?
14 to 6.
Yep.
But the Cardinals with a little 8-2 spurt to open it back up over the last 4.5 minutes or so.
Galama has 6. Scoring's pretty evenly distributed here tonight for Coon Rapids.
It's another problem with the puppet. The mouth's not quite big enough.
No. No, I just said to Neil, I said we should try and find a little sling and put it on my puppet.
And a Velcro beard for mine.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it can go on and come off.
Yep.
Because we never know.
Yep.
The beard may be here next week. It may not.
The many faces of Joe Young.
You can just move the eyebrows down. Mason Lindsay on the run to Palmstein in the corner. Back to Lindsay in the post, works his way back in against Smith and scores. Back in the high post, back out to Armonte Henry. Right side for MJ Galama. Into the post, Elijah Smith lost the handle. Now they look underneath to Beck. The look underneath. Thought it was deflected, but apparently not so much, and it will be a Centennial ball off the turnover.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a nice feed inside, maybe a little bit too much on that pass for Smith.
Burgoon pressured hard in backcourt. A tip by MJ, the steal by Dill, and he'll put it home.
Jordan watched that, and he knew what was coming, and he just made a nice move on the basketball.
Lindsay at the other end, he's fouled by Galama. Thought he got the ball clean, but not the way the official saw it.
So that'll be his first, team 5th.
Burgoon back to Clark, right side. Quick ball movement back to Burgoon, Clark, and now Bushnell. Clark into the paint, down low for Lindsay, he scores.
You can see why when I talked to Coach Fraser, he mentioned Lindsay as Mason Lindsay as the player to keep an eye on for
Jordan
Centennial.
Doe, open look for three. It's not going to go, and the rebound by Lindsay.
Yeah,
He's making his impact felt on both ends of the floor now.
He really is. And they welcome him back, as I mentioned, just his third game back this year after suffering an injury early on with the travel.
Newdahl thought a little bit too much before making his move and shuffled the feet. Turns it back over. Himley will check back in. Cardinals on top by 12. 6:43 to play first half.
Galma coming off the court limping a little bit. Trainer Jeremy Shepard coming over to check on him, make sure he's okay. I don't know if it's a knee or looks like he's rubbing his knee a little bit, but must be okay because they're not giving him any attention.
Doe finding his way inside, gets the foul, will go to line and shoot two.
There he is, just kind of rubbing that knee a little bit, but seems to be okay. Told Jeremy Shepard he's all right.
Sporting some purple shoes tonight.
Yeah, I like those.
Had the yellow ones last
Yep.
on Tuesday night. The man in many colored shoes.
Yes, I like them. Doe's already has 10 points.
Misses the second. Inside to Burgoon. Went to the ground in traffic, gets tied up. Possession arrow will favor the Cougars. Lindsay up top. Burgoon steps into the paint, kicks it back out for Luke Clark. Back to Burgoon. Gets it to Lindsay. Thought about the three. Instead, back to Burgoon. Had to go up for that one. Makes his way around Elijah Smith, and then it's
That's a
Newdahl
walk too.
traveling and turning it over again. Andre Kemboy will check in for the first time for the Cardinals. Henry back out. Three-pointer for Kemboy, just short. The rebound by Clark. Burgoon ahead, and it got through the hands of Newdahl, and another turnover.
Yeah, Kemboy getting some more additional opportunity here earlier on with Ellingson being out of the lineup, and Coach O again looking for that production from some of his guys off the bench. Beck getting some quality minutes.
Henry steps out, thought about it, but gives it up to Doe in the corner instead. He'll put it on the floor. Lost it as he went between the legs. Got it back up top. Henry steps inside. His shot won't fall. The rebound tipped around. And it's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Kemboy. And it will be number 6 against the Cardinals. Yep. So both teams in the bonus the rest of the way with just over 5 minutes remaining in this first half. Coon Rapids a 25-12 lead. Lindsay back across for Clark. Into the front court, back for Lindsay. Into the corner, Palmstein for three. That's off the mark. Jordan Doe has the rebound. Has to avoid the pressure from Burgoon, but gets into the front court. Drives to the base, it drives to the paint, blocked by Lindsay. Doe able to get it back. Himley will take the three and nail it.
Yeah, and again, just good job underneath, making sure they kept possession of the basketball, and then the dish outside to Himley, and he drops the three.
Kemboy got a hand on the pass, but Lindsay able to control it. His shot from three-point range went off the glass, rolled off the top of the iron, controlled by Armonte Henry. He'll drive to the other end. Jordan Doe in the corner for three. That won't go. Long rebound. Henry, what an effort, and he went down hard.
He did.
Lost it out of bounds, and You know, every time he goes down awkwardly, you have to be concerned.
Always.
Again, you know, he had the injury earlier this season when he rolled his ankle or something in practice. He had the broken foot and missed a significant amount of time last year, and you just want to see him be able to compete and stay out there. Clark able to get it high off the glass and in for the Cougars. Himley driving to the baseline. His shot won't fall. Rebound controlled by Palmstein. Lindsay into the front court. Back to Palmstein. Leaves it off for Clark. Burgoon in the corner. Back up top. Clark to Mason Lindsay. Back to Clark. He'll take the three. That's off the mark. The rebound underneath for Zach Frank, and he is fouled. Will go to the line to shoot two.
They'll get Kemboy on that. That'll be his second. Team 7th.
I don't know what's going on with the scoreboard here, but it shows player 23 with 4 fouls instead of 2 fouls for player 34. There's the same thing happening on Tuesday. Frank hits the first. Cardinals make some substitutions. And Zach Frank able to hit them both. Jordan Doe, a little pump fake, and he walked.
So I think if you would ask Coach O what are some of the things they want, he wants to see his team improve, and I think it's some of the turnovers here in the first half. I mean, they've got a nice lead, but
well, no coach is going to say they played a perfect game.
no, yeah,
ever.
absolutely not.
But it's a lot easier to deal with mistakes when you have a big lead. Burgoon's shot is off the mark. Good rebound by Palmstein. His follow won't go. Got his rebound again, and then was blocked. Himley comes up with it, dishes to Doe. Doe will take it on the run, and he is fouled inside. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
You see it again as Doe's going to try and take it to the hoop. There's the infraction.
Ball's going to go against Luke Clark, his second. Doe with a very solid first half so far.
Yeah, he has a 12 points of the Cardinals' 30.
And they have a 14-point lead with 2:46 to play. Lindsay back to Clark, back to Lindsay left side, steps inside. Palmstein in the corner, back up top. Lindsay back to Clark. Luke Clark trying to find a way inside. We'll kick it back out to Mason Lindsay. Frank back out to Clark. Three-pointer for Palmstein from the corner, in and out, tipped by Clark, but right to, or by Frank rather, but right to Peyton Himley. MJ thought about the three-pointer, backs up, little 15-footer, makes it look easy.
So good. I love watching him play.
Luke Clark steps up into the paint, looks for help, gets it to Zach Frank. It's nearly stripped by Elijah Smith. Loose ball still being fumbled around. Kemboy is tripped up, and he's going to go to the line at the other end to shoot a 1-and-1. And the foul,
Clark,
I think, is going to go against Luke Clark, and I think that will be his third. Nope, they're calling it against Tommy Palmstein, his second. Kemboy at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And some serious flow he's sporting. When he played baseball for me, he didn't have the the hair. I don't think we would have been able to get him a baseball hat big enough to fit. Kenboy nearly had another steal, but it gets through. Back to Mason Lindsay. Jordan Doe gets into the passing lane and gets a steal. Long pass ahead, too far for MJ Galima. Yeah, and again, you know, you make those aggressive plays, turnovers. You can deal with that almost any night because you're trying to be aggressive.
Yes.
It's a lot easier when you're up 16.
Oh, no doubt.
With just over a minute to play in the first half. Mason Lindsay for three. That's well off the mark. Long rebound. Tracked down by Palmstein. To Burgoon in the corner. Back to Palmstein. Luke Clark. And there's Zach Frank driving down the lane and scoring. Good look from Lindsay.
Yeah, defense opened up in the middle there, and they nice feed.
Galima trying to force it through, and that's taken away by the Cougars. Burgoon on the breakaway will roll it home.
Leads down to 12. See if the Cards maybe decide to play for the last shot here in the half with 30 seconds remaining.
Monty Henry will step in. The drive won't fall. He gets his own rebound. In a lot of traffic. Kicks it back out. Jordan Doe will leave it off. Peyton Hemley will take the three. That won't fall. The rebound by Frank. And now Mason Lindsay to the other end. Clark just before the buzzer, way off the mark. And Coon Rapids will go to the locker room with a healthy 12-point lead. It's Coon Rapids 32, Centennial 20 as we reach the half. We'll take a break. Be back with more from the barn after this on CTN.
Wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing the song. Wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
The half over Centennial. They really stormed out of the gates. The Cougars struggled in the opening couple of minutes, did not handle the defensive pressure well, turned over the ball a number of times. The Cardinals capitalized quickly, scored the first 14 points of the game. Jordan Doe, great first half for him. He had a dozen. They got everybody going, especially early on. Their first 3 baskets from 3 different players. Had 4 guys on the score sheet within the first 5 baskets. Meanwhile, Centennial took a while to get going. Mason Lindsay had a pretty good half once he got going. Palmstein scored a couple of big baskets for him as well. But they have trailed the whole way and just not had any answer for the speed and athleticism of the Cardinal club.
Yeah, and the thing the Cardinals have to avoid in their last matchup in the second half, which we touched on earlier, they cannot get sloppy with the basketball. They have to continue to come out and play with the fire that they played with for the most part in that first half, and just expand this lead, but certainly not give it up. And so this is a team that if the Cardinals play their game, Joe, they have an opportunity just to control this game for the second half.
Well, I think they could easily be up by a much larger margin. Got a little bit sloppy in parts of that first half, forcing things that they didn't necessarily need to. And if they play the game that we saw them play in portions of this first half, but certainly play the way that they did in portions of those games against Champlain Park and Totino Grace, where they were playing right with some of the best teams in the state, the Cougars would just be getting blown out.
Well, I'm sure that was the message Coach O conveyed in the halftime, is that guys, we can't have a repeat of what happened on the road. Even though they won that game, you know, they had the opportunity to control it, but they did get sloppy. So I think that was the message to the players at the break.
They have the first possession here in the second half. Working against that 2-3 zone. Jordan Doe, little fake and step between some defenders. Now in some trouble along the baseline, able to force it to Himley. Monty Henry, a little fake, a drive. The shot comes up short. Palmstein has the rebound for Centennial. He's able to get through some traffic, run to the other end, and get it to Luke Clark. Back out to Burgoon. Burgoon is fouled as he was double teamed by Smith and Galima.
No, they'll call MJ, I believe, on that one. Will be his second.
We'll give and go now across. Palmstein in the corner, into the middle. Clark, the left-handed runner, is good.
And that's what Centennial wanted to do, score the first bucket of the second half. And they have done so. You know, they just want to be pesky, and they want to cause Coon Rapids a little trouble. He's going to walk with the basketball. Now another turnover here for the Cardinals early on in the second half. And Coach just kind of turned around a little and said, we can't do that.
Nearly a turnover by the Cougars, but Palmstein able to recover. They'll reset the offense. Ty Burgoon. And now in the corner is Clark. Tried to pass it back, deflected by Smith, taken by Doe. Up court for Monty Henry. Henry looking for support, had it knocked away, able to regain control and stay away from Clark. Here's Himley. Back to Henry on the right side. Underneath for Jordan Doe. Doe will back out away from Lindsay into the paint. Out for MJ Galima. He'll shoot the three. That won't fall. The rebound by Clark. Handed off to Frank, and now Palmstein on the run. Lindsay had it stripped, and Armonte Henry the other way behind the back. MJ Galima will get the foul and go to the line to shoot two.
And you're seeing what Centennial wants to do on defense. They just want to get a hand in the players' faces and cause them trouble. And
this pass was supposed to be for Elijah Smith,
yep.
And he just didn't know it was going to come. And MJ was there at the back door and gets the foul and goes to the line. First one is in and out. Able to hit one of two.
Cardinals lead is 11 here early in the second half.
Lindsay to Palmstein in the paint, deflected away by Elijah Smith. He's able to recover it though. Zach Frank lost the handle. Smith comes up with it. Henry on the run the other way. Cuts into the paint. Threw a lot of arms. Can't get it to fall. Got his own rebound, and that one will fall.
Yeah. Kind of spun around a little bit, but able to drop it. Henry has 6.
Mason Lindsay kicks it out to Luke Clark. He'll get to the paint. Back out to Lindsay, right side. Drives baseline, up top. That pass knocked away by Himley, recovered by Smith. Up court for Henry. MJ will kick it back out. Work it to Himley for three. That's off the mark. The rebound by Clark. Burgoon drives right side, forced it through, went right through the legs of Zach Frank out of bounds. Cardinals did get a finger on it, but out off the Cougars, and it'll be Coon Rapids basketball. Cardinals defense so active, not easy to find passing lanes and get passes through cleanly. Smith will just turn and shoot. That one hard off the back iron. The rebound by Clark. And Centennial will bring it back up court. Burgoon working against Henry. Will leave it off for Clark. makes his way to the paint. That shot's short, tipped and recovered by Himlick. MJ Galima thought about this shot, instead gives it up to Himley. He steps inside, his jumper is long rebound tipped right back out to Elijah Smith. He takes it in and scores.
Yeah, and Elijah just being aggressive as he's able just to take it down the lane as the Cougars are going to call a timeout here, now trailing by 15. And again, just being aggressive, able to come down the lane and get the bucket.
First of all, our #1 fan, Red, is in the house.
And you see a nice job, and 2 points for Smith. He's got 5 on the evening.
Most famous three-pointer in Cardinal basketball history, Sam Carter.
The fan numbers are restricted, but #1 fan always gets a spot in the house.
And Sam Carver in the house.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, the Cardinals have led the whole way. They scored, as we talked about, like the first 14 of the game. Centennial's been forced to call a number of timeouts to try and keep them from getting on those rolls and really running away. Again, this is a team in Coon Rapids that has a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, and if you let them get on that roll, they're really dangerous because it will just continue to build. So, you know, and Coach Frazier knows that. He's not going to let them get on too much of a roll. Wants to slow it down and remind his guys that what they need to do to try and get back in this game. Palmstein left side to Lindsay in the middle. He'll take it up strong and score.
Yeah, just took a couple of steps and was able to get an opportunity to create himself a shot for himself. He has 8.
Doe to the baseline. Reverse, put too much on it. The rebound by Palmstein. Pull-up jumper is good for Lindsay.
Well, you can see why he's was the leading scorer from a year ago. He's very aggressive and got a nice shot.
10 points in the game for Mason Lindsay. Himley inside to Elijah Smith, kicks it back out. Armonte Henry for 3. And getting a piece of it was Mason Lindsay again. We talked about he's made his presence known on both ends of the floor. Frank's shot won't fall. The rebound, Palmstein. He can't get it to go. MJ Galima with the rebound for the Cardinals. Kicks it out. Jordan Doe for 3. That won't fall. The rebound by Palmstein.
Yeah, I mean, I know Coach O doesn't like the fact that, one quick shot and they're done. That's how you let a team back into a game.
Palmstein up top. Take it down the left side of the lane and score the bucket.
Cougars doing a nice job getting the lead under double digits.
The Cardinals are going to turn it over. And we're going to see, I think, the first time out of the game for the Cardinals.
It is, and it's probably a pretty good one because I'm sure Coach O doesn't like the way his team is playing out there. You know, we talked about the fact they were sloppy in the second half the first time they played, a little bit sloppy here now again in the second half, and they've relinquished a 15-point lead. Coach Fraser's got to like the way his teams, they're playing scrappy here. And Lindsay with that soft little roll gets the bucket.
They've scored the last 6, as you mentioned. They were down by 15. He took the timeout and able to score 6 straight. And now cut that lead down to 9. And they have the ball off the Cardinal turnover. Tipped away out of bounds, but it was last touched by Palmstein, and good defensive effort from Jordan Doe. Gets the ball back for the home squad.
Well, now after this turnover, again, offensively, a bucket's important. I mean, still a 9-point lead, but a bucket's important to kind of try and give them a little momentum back.
Henry drives the lane and scores.
Nice little soft floater.
Burgoon up top, backing away from the double team coming. Gets it to Mason Lindsay. Back to Burgoon, into the corner for Palmstein. Palmstein looking for help. That pass knocked away by Doe, recovered by Smith. And now MJ Galima to Jordan Doe in the corner. Open look for 3. It won't fall. Zach Frank has the rebound, tied up by Elijah Smith, but able to rip it free. Get it to Mason Lindsay, who brings it up court. Burgoon into Zach Frank. Turns, the hook shot won't go. Palmstein there to put it home.
Cardinals have to do a much better job boxing out on the defensive end. I mean, we've seen a lot of that from Elk River. First miss, but they're able to clean up with an offensive rebound. So
Centennial, you mean?
What did I say?
Elk River.
Oh,
that was Tuesday.
That was Tuesday. I know, they all run together.
Galima, a little pump fake, now kicks it out. Armonte Henry for 3. That won't fall. Jordan Doe has the rebound underneath. Elijah Smith all alone. Good luck from Jordan Doe. Easy basket for Elijah.
And the Cardinals needed an offensive rebound, which they got there, and it turns to a bucket. Lead back to 11 for the Cards.
Burgoon kicks it out. Lindsay thought about the way long range shot. Instead comes in. The shot by Clark won't go. Frank can't force the rebound home. Smith gets it to MJ. MJ on the run, kicks it out. Henry had some trouble gathering it in, so kicks it back out. MJ for 3, it's good.
Yeah, again, just get him ball in the wing, steps back and drops the 3. He's got a dozen.
Lead back up to 14 for the Cardinals. Palmstein on the baseline, back out. Lindsay across. Clark will come into the paint. Left-handed scoop is good, plus the foul, and a great little flip to get back to his feet. And he'll go to the line to shoot for the 3-point play.
They're going to call that on Beck. His first. Team second. There it is. Very Young-like.
Yeah. Aaron Young.
Maybe. I didn't say which Young. I didn't say which Young. I just said it was Young.
He's athletic enough. He could probably pull that off.
I'm sure he could.
This Young, I don't think so.
Not at this age?
Not for the last 30 years or so. Clark able to make it a 3-point play. 44-33 with 9:15 to play here in the second half. Pass deflected by Burgoon. Pushed up court. And the bucket for Clark. Doe into the middle. Lost the handle. Taken away by Kevin Jansa. Getting his first minutes of the night in the middle. Another big body for Centennial. Bucket and the foul for Andrew Girton, and he'll go to the line for a 3-point play. His first minutes.
Yeah, the Cards are going to take timeout here. Trailing by 7 now. Up by 7 now. A timeout with an opportunity for a 3-point play for the Cougars. job there. An opportunity to see if he can, once the timeout is over, earn a point from the stripe.
Yeah, a couple of fresh bodies on the floor for the Cougars, making a difference for them as they get the big basket from Girton and big free throw upcoming.
I'm not sure why, if I'm holding a mic, you're putting yours in that. Maybe mine's not working. Is this on?
Couldn't.
What are you doing, Joe? There we go.
See if we sound any different on each other's microphones.
Probably sound better.
Only if they're turned off. Girton's free throw won't go. Good job getting up for the rebound by Armonte Henry. Races to the other end, and he's going to be fouled by Jansa.
His first, team's second.
Inbound to MJ Galama. His three-pointer won't go. Tracked down by Girton. And Reese Newdahl will give it up to Burgoon. Girton in the corner, back up top for Jansa, back to Burgoon. Burgoon looks for room on the left side, hands it off to Girton. And a travel before the pass into Jansa.
Again, opportunity for the Cardinals to make them pay after a turnover with a little under 8 minutes remaining.
Jansa definitely has some size.
Yeah.
6'6" and takes up some space inside. Back outside for Henry. Smith steps inside and drops it home.
And they needed the bucket.
Shot won't go for Burgoon. Tried to go after the rebound, but certainly have to like the effort.
Well, you know, we talked about just a freshman, and he's taken a few spills on the court tonight, using his trying to go after loose basketballs. There you see Elijah Smith with the bucket. He has 9.
Henry to the lane, another floater. This one won't fall. The rebound by Luke Clark. Clark races to the other end, kicks it out for Newdahl. Back up to Mason Lindsay. Lindsay puts it on the floor, tipped away by Elijah Smith. Jordan Doe. Cardinals have the numbers. He'll take it himself. Shot won't fall. Rebound tipped to Elijah Smith. He puts it back in.
Good job by Elijah to follow that miss.
Pass tipped, but recovered by Clark. Left side for Newdahl. Down low. And Jansa lost the handle. The Cardinals come up with it. Cross-court pass, tipped by Doe, right to Elijah Smith. Good job turning back to his right hand, and is scoring with the hook.
Yeah, that was close to a turnover too for the Cards, as Coach Frazier is going to call a timeout here with a.
I believe he'll be out of timeouts the rest of the way.
Yep, that's 13-point lead for the Cardinals with under 6 minutes remaining.
Just a tick under 6 minutes remain. Cardinal lead back up to 13. And Elijah Smith has scored the last 6 points after a timeout and after the Cougars had cut that lead down to 7.
And again, he just like last that bucket, the middle bucket, just did a really nice job of staying with it. He has 13. Doe has 12. Galma has 12.
So I've talked about Andrea's flow. It's good.
It is good.
Dozier's got the best looking hair on the team, though. That's a.
Yep.
Well, let's face it. Any teenager, just about, I get a little jealous there.
with the way they can grow hair.
I'm doing better than many my age, but it's certainly not the same kind of crop I was sporting when I was their age.
Back in the day.
Lindsay for 3, and he nailed it.
Big bucket. He has 13.
Back out. MJ thought about the 3, steps in on the baseline. Doe will kick it out to Armonte Henry right side. You know, they're happy to pass it around and through that 2-3 zone to try and get the Cougars out of position, which is a good strategy unless you just take off some time off the clock and then you turn the ball over. But Centennial comes back the other way, and a pass from Lindsay that was out of the reach of Zach Frank underneath, and they turn it right back over.
Now we talk about points after turnovers, and there you see Lindsay dropping the 3 to get the lead to 10, or the deficit to 10, I should say.
You just haven't figured it out all night. Who's
if it's Elk River, if it's Centennial, if it's who's winning, who's not, deficit
lead,
is
deficit. I don't know.
I make
just
it interesting.
Say difference.
I make it interesting.
If you just say difference the rest of the way, then you're always right.
Okay.
Elijah Smith's shot will not fall. Zach Frank with the rebound. And Newdahl to the other end. Runs into that traffic. Cardinals bring the double team. Gets it across to Girton. Down low. Palmstein looking for some help. His pass for Zach Frank. Bobbled but possessed. Throws it up. Won't fall. The rebound by Smith. And now Armonte Henry will leave it back. MJ from way outside nearly got it to fall, and a foul underneath. And they're going to call it an intentional foul on Tommy Palmstein. Or was it on Zach Frank? I think they called it on 44. They did.
They did. That's his 3rd.
And I think it was Elijah Smith that got pushed to the ground underneath. I don't see the intentional very often. Oh, no.
Absolutely.
It was back. A little bit of a body check.
Yeah, I'd say.
And, I mean, there's a significant amount of size advantage between Zach Frank and the Lizard.
Yeah, I'd say.
Beck might have him by height-wise, but in sheer size, Frank's a meteor fellow. Picks up his 3rd. It's an intentional. Doe able to hit 1 of 2. And the Cardinals get the ball right back. It's been a long time since I've seen an intentional foul called.
Can't remember when.
Inbound goes to Smith. His shot is short. Beck able to battle and get the rebound. Back out to Elijah Smith. MJ to Jordan Doe. Drives baseline out to Armonte Henry. Monty in some trouble, will back away from the double team. Gets it to Elijah Smith. Spins out to Jordan Doe. Down to 4 minutes remaining. Into the corner, back to Doe. Beck will turn and shoot from 15, and he'll get the roll.
That pushed the lead back to 13.
Foul's going to be before the shot.
Calling on Doe.
And really a pretty clean second half on both sides. Just the 4th foul against the Cardinals, and Centennial with just 3 fouls through better than 14 minutes of this second half.
It was on Smith.
his second. Shot by Palmstein is short. The rebound by Smith. And the Cardinals back to the other end. Smith turns, has room. He'll take the shot. It won't fall. Galima gets to the rebound. Cross court, or Monty Henry had to sky to make sure that he got control of that one. Smith kicks it out. MJ for three. Nailed it. Lead back to 16 for the Cardinals. Palmstein in the low post, and he is fouled by Elijah Smith. He'll pick up his third.
You see the kick back outside. Galima drops the three.
And it's 16, the largest lead of the game for the Cardinals. Equals the largest lead. They also led by 16 back in the first half at 32-16.
Cardinals, again, I mean, that the Cougars did a good job of whittling away at that, but Cardinals able to push that lead back up with time winding down in this contest.
Well, and you know, with just under 3 minutes remaining, there's Sam.
There are the Carvers.
Dad Jason.
Yeah.
Sam definitely hit one of the most memorable shots in school history. The three-pointer at the buzzer to beat Anoka. I think that was a playoff game. I believe it was a first-round playoff game even.
Yeah, because
against Anoka.
Anoka just hit the shot right before that to give them the lead.
And the call, I was talking about how long they're taking to get it up court, and time's ticking down.
Sam just throws one up and drops it.
You look at it from the spot on the floor, and he's the big guy. Oh, big block by Beck. He tied up Mason Lindsay as he went up. That was a huge defensive play.
Yeah.
But they call it a tie-up instead of a clean block, so Centennial will get the ball back on the possession arrow. But yeah, he's typically not the guy that's not the guy you would expect to try and hit that three-pointer, but he nailed it, and it was huge. Speaking of nailing three-pointers, Reese Newdahl, nothing but net for the Cougars. MJ Galima wants three more, and he has them.
He has 18. It gives him that 16-point lead right back.
Newdahl from almost the same spot. This one won't fall. Going up and getting that rebound is MJ Galima. Cardinals to the other end with numbers, and the bump there by Newdahl will put Armonte Henry. No, they still have fouls to give. So could take quite a few.
Yeah.
Got to do a lot of bumping before you actually put someone at the free throw line. It's just foul number 4. Inbound to Himley. His shot falls short. Newdahl pushes it up court. Clark blocked away.
Are they calling goaltending? That's a terrible call.
I disagree. That ball was not above the rim when he made contact, but that's the way they called it. No, maybe it was.
Oh, yeah, I guess it was. Okay, I apologize for saying terrible call. Well, at first blush, it looked like.
Well, and they haven't they didn't put the points on the board, but that was definitely the indication. Ball tipped away out of bounds. Inside, Doe will get the roll. Three-pointer for Newdahl. This one won't go. Smith tips it, controlled by Galima. 90 seconds remaining as Armonte Henry gets to the lane. The shot won't fall, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. I'm pretty sure they called it a goaltend, but they never put the points on the board.
Coach Fraser doesn't say anything about it.
Crunch time, free throws, and Henry missed them both again. Maybe you need to move the cheerleaders to the other end.
Yeah.
Burgoon a long 3, and he hit it.
So are they saying they should put 2 more points on the board?
Yeah,
they should.
That's what they're talking about. I think why they blew the horn, trying to determine whether there should be 2 more points, which
they just did.
That is correct, and we should be at 61-48.
Yep.
So still a 13-point lead for Coon Rapids with 1:21 to play. Full court pressure from the Cougars. Good pass to get it back to MJ. Doe back to MJ. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
On Lindsay, just his first foul. Oh no, they didn't call him Lindsay. I thought they did.
It's gonna be number 2 against Reese Newdome. Yep. Able to hit them both. Back to a 15-point lead, and the Cougars turn it right back over. Smith will take a 3-pointer, and he'll nail it, nothing but net.
Somebody from the bench, shoot it.
That is pretty much the nail in the coffin as well. Cardinals got a finger on it, but Lindsay touched it last, and the Cardinals will have it back. Just under a minute remaining, they lead by 18. And then Lindsay able to steal the inbound, go out for a 3-pointer, in and out. Put back is good for Clark. So Burgoon called for the foul. We'll put Doe at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Hits the first and earns the second. $17 points in the game for Jordan Doe. 18-point lead for the Cardinals. Burgoon for 3, hit another one. Where's he been all game? He really hasn't taken many shots, and that's 2 pretty clean 3-pointers. Henry drops it in at the other end. Gets him into double digits.
Monty's hobbling a little bit. Seems to be okay. He's not coming out, but
Burgoon drives, hands it off. Palmstein puts it home. Up court, MJ Galama all alone, 2-handed jam.
He's pretty good. Not bad, not bad at basketball.
Clark won't get the roll this time. Henry will get the rebound and just hold on as the buzzer sounds. So
that will raise the win raises the Cardinals' record to 7-8 on the season. Going to drop the Cougars to 2-13.
Well, there were a couple of spurts there where they made it interesting for the Cardinals. Threatening that lead, they whittled it down to a 7-point deficit at one point midway through. But the Cardinals able to open it up at the end and really just put this one away. MJ Galima, 22 points, Jordan Doe, 17. Elijah Smith at 16. And Armonte Henry finished with 10. And 3 straight for the first time this year. And you mentioned just one game below 500 now. And, you know, just a handful of games remaining as we get ever closer to section tournament and, you know, playing their best basketball. And that,
they really are.
As we talk about, you know, the goal of any team is you'd like to win every game if possible. That's obviously what every team would love to go out and be undefeated, state champions. But the ultimate goal is to get better from game one to the end of the season. And even of those teams that are undefeated, if you're undefeated but you played your best basketball at the beginning of the season, you probably are feeling like you left some things unaccomplished.
There's no question about that. I mean, obviously you want to play your best basketball at the end of the season, and I think Coon Rapids really is playing some good basketball, but they still have some things to work on. They, you know, again, some turnover situations, but you know, you just love the way they play. It's nice for us to be able to get 2 wins from see 2 wins in a row for the Cardinal basketball squad, and so it's exciting. And again, Coach O's got to love the fact that they've won 3 in a row, and they've now 7-8, and they've got an opportunity to continue this win streak.
Well, and we hope to see some more wins next week. We'll be back here at the barn on Tuesday for girls basketball. We'll be at the hockey rink on Thursday to see the boys hockey team taking on the Osseo Orioles. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final, Coon Rapids 72, Centennial 55. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro and Dave Amy and Brian Troush doing the great robot, I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.